Israelites. So the Israelites get out of Egypt, man. Pharaoh, let my people go. He leaves them with gold. All the Egyptians are sending them out with all favor, and they're like, get out of here. We don't want any more 10 plagues. Those things were too much. We can't handle it. And so they come marching out, and they get a pillar of fire to protect them from Egypt's Pharaoh's army coming back after them. The Lord parts the Red Sea. They go through. It's amazing. It's incredible. And then, like, after a little while of hanging out by the mountain on the other side of the Red Sea, they're like, you know what? Let's throw all this gold that the Lord provided for us into a furnace and turn it into a calf. Now let's worship it and call it our God. And you're going, what? And so God's obviously not happy. He's like, man, these guys are so against me. I am just going to wipe them out and start over again. And Moses, will just do it with you. And Moses is like, no way, no way, no, Lord. So Moses goes up onto the mountain to talk to him. And he's like, all right. God's like, I will send my angel with you guys. You guys can all go. You guys can have and crush all the different ites out there, all the different enemies in the land. And I'll give you the land flowing with milk and honey. And one of my angels will go with you. Now, that sounds like a pretty good deal. But then he said, but I won't go with you. Because if I travel with you guys, I will crush you. Because you guys are so rebellious. Moses looked at him and said, Lord, if you don't go with us, we're not going. So the God says, fine. I'll go with you, Moses. But I'm not going with the rest of them. But I'll stay with you. And Moses went one more step further. He said, Lord, if you don't go with us, with your people, if you don't go with all of us, we ain't going anywhere. Don't let us leave the desert. Now, the desert's not where you want to be. That's not the final resting place. But he was so determined to petition on behalf of his people, not just himself. And he wasn't satisfied with just getting the result of the land with milk and honey, the riches and all of that, the fame, the fear amongst all the enemies, knowing that you're top dog. He needed God. And he knew that his people needed God too. So he said, we're not going anywhere unless you go with us, Lord. It's got to be you. We have to have you. You are the prize. Without you, this whole thing is pointless. And that moved the heart of God. Moved him. And so he was ready. He was ready to go with them. And you know, how many times do we as Christians petition the Lord and say, Father, I'm not going anywhere unless you go with me. I'm not, Lord, I saw that job offering, but if you're not in that job offering, I don't want it. Lord, I saw that person was giving me attention, and it looks like an incredible relationship. They're very a charming person, and they've got all these amazing qualities, but if you don't go with us into this relationship, I don't want to be part of it. I'm not moving forward. What do you think it would look like if every decision you had, you knew that God was walking with you in that decision?